TLDR, I used Accsoon CineView and it worked flawlessly with all the features I wanted. It was an improvement on my previous wireless system while not costing more. I'm using the thing right now. Like, here's the CineView. And this is the monitor. It's great. I feel wireless video monitoring is an underrated tool. When I started in film, using a set of Teradecs or Paralinks was a luxury. And as a second AC, I had to run miles of cable from the camera to the first AC station, plus Video Village where the DP and director would watch the feed from the camera. Outside the realm of bigger budget projects, I always had to keep monitors close by, and I broke countless HDMI cables with my first cameras. It wasn't until mid-2020 when I first got my first wireless monitoring system, which almost magically sends the image from the camera to a receiver across the air. It was big and bulky and laggy, but in most cases, better to work than a hardwired setup. Since then, I've used a couple more systems and I'm finally happy with Accsoon's CineView after using their CineEye 2S Pro for more than a year. So what's the deal? The CineView offers significantly more versatility compared to the CineEye 2, starting with the size difference. This thing is finally small enough I can put it on the rig and forget about it. It's not super light, weighing 210 grams, but still almost half the size of my previous setup, and at least 20% lighter. The other thing I love about it are the powering options. While I had to use a barrel connector or a Sony NP-F battery, I can power the CineView through those two options plus USB-C. And USB-C plays a big role in my rig. It's a really easy cable to have lying around opposed to adding another power source to your rig or getting a specific D-tap to barrel cable. The menus of the CineView feel simpler, and the first thing you ought to do upon powering the transmitter is set it to speed mode. Even though Accsoon claims latency shorter than 50 milliseconds, I want to make sure that I am getting the image from here to here as fast as possible, even if that means compromising quality a little bit. Where I want the most quality is in post. My choice for the SE version is directly related to the SDI ports. This allows me to use the system on my Lumix setups that rely on HDMI cables, as well as on bigger, not necessarily better, cameras that only offer SDI outputs. The CineView relies on a double band system that transmits the images at 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz to make sure something gets to the transmitter. The 5 GHz band offers more quality and speed, but 2.4 GHz can go further and through more obstacles because of the longer wavelength. They claim a range of 1,200 feet or 400 meters, which I don't think I'll ever get to test. I haven't been far enough to have trouble, even though I've put plenty of walls and doors between the transmitter and the receiver already. Most of the affordable wireless systems these days also offer you the option of connecting a number of smartphones or tablets to their network, so you can pick up your own assortment of up to 4 devices that connect to the transmitter and catch the video feed. Accsoon's monitoring app, the Accsoon Go, offers an option that is a perfect fit for this channel: anamorphic D-squeeze in your phone. There is a multitude of features in the app: zebras, false color, scopes, and so on, but the D-squeeze and frame guides are by far the most useful for me. First, because they actually work. You can quickly toggle through a variety of stretch factors which cater to all lens options in the market right now, missing 1.6 times here. Frame guides are not as diverse as I would want, but we still get a good 2.35:1 in there, which will adjust to work with the D-squeezed image. I've seen this combination of D-squeeze and frame lines broken when combined in a fair amount of monitors and other apps, so it's great to see it working here. Last, The app lets you easily take snapshots or even record what's on your screen, making the job of your script supervisor much easier. We used the CineView on a short film recently and I had zero issues with it from start to finish, which for me is the hallmark of good gear. What kind of features would you like to see in a wireless monitoring system? Is one of these fit for you or not? And why? I'd love to hear your input in the comments. Tjie de Verhellings, out.